Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Auburn's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shot.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Right, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic.
There he goes. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in
got enough space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I absolutely love the call. If you don't get it, field position isn't horrible anyways. You never know how many yards you're going to get for a punt regardless.
And defense can rise up and make a stop from there. You're not really putting them in a terrible situation.
No, and you're already coordinating with your defense. Like, listen, if we don't get this, let's go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll, set up on the field. But you didn't have to worry about it because the offenses are going for these situations more and more in college football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it on the counter. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. Running into the open space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Got his man on the outside.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Release to the back. He makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Trojans are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got the back in the middle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. The Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed in the middle. It's Verrier. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Now on the option. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put it...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the returner will be brought down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. Oh, they're after him. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Motion from the back. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Touchdown, USC. A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Verrier. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Pressure coming. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Auburn.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off play action on first down. Dumps it to the back. He's got his man, makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
What?
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Right on the money. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about that job after the catch on a critical third down? He's able to make people miss. He's able
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, that third touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Powers through. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one. They're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
There he goes. Inside the touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is really turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to 27. The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The give to the back. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's the first time the big fella's made a play. Like, this offense is built around his dynamic playmaking ability. That's usually a big part of what they do. It's not a surprise that they're losing in the fourth quarter.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Wants to keep it in the air. quickly complete. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Verrier. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. The give to the back. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller.
Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Indiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Okay, ready? Get set.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Verrier. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up with this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll be 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good dog. Well, that's what I got. But for that, you think I'm gonna recuperate for your 21 straight days? You still think you 21? Just off 21. You gotta what about when it slow down? Like I know it's this money ain't
On the ready. Door. Break. Ready, go. Here we go. Set. Front. Okay, break. One. Banner. Damn. Phase 27 jump. Canopy. 20. Come on, set. To the line. Ready.
I hear you.
Cookie. Military stunt. Ready up. Trail. Ready.
And right now, dog. Mama with